We gotta get off of that gangster shit. That gangster shit it ain't the way up. That's the way down.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, so this episode we're talking about why rappers get killed part 2. You know what I'm saying? So as y'all know, since the last video we made, there's been more rappers still dying. Rappers are dying. I mean, they really are, and it's really a serious thing, but people pay no attention.
You know, free the guys, man. That shit don't stop, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all catch me in concert this weekend, if it's gonna be lit, man.
Police are looking into a deadly shooting that claimed the life of a local rapper. Police say someone shot and killed 22-year-old Garrett Burton on Dallas Street around 1:20 last night. Burton performed under the name G Money. Right now, police have not named any suspects or motive.
It's very sad for me to report this, but Boulevard Quick was shot and killed last night. According to this article that has been updated, it says here, victim ID'd in fatal shooting at Baton Rouge apartment complex. And the article says here, one person was found dead after a shooting early Monday morning at a Baton Rouge apartment complex.
I think, you know, a lot of these people, you know, are rapping about murdering people. They rapping about, you know, taking people's girls. They rapping about, you know, like stunning on people, this and this. So a lot of what they're saying, if they don't live up to a certain reputation, then, you know, they're not going to be looked at as real. You know, they looked at as fake. If they don't come back to the hood, then they're going to be looked at as fake. So
right.
I feel like a lot of them, like, they want to rap about it. So when they rap about it, it kind of makes them want to be about it.
Real talk, I mean, because you got too many black people, especially the younger hip-hop artists and the ones that look up to the hip-hop artists. You know, you got them gang-banging and killing each other. You know, I just think that, you know, the world is big enough, the money is large enough for us to all share a piece of the American dream.
Good morning to you, Frank. A young rapper by the name of Pop Smoke shot and killed inside his home. He actually shot here in his home in the Hollywood Hills and then later died at a hospital. His death being confirmed by his record label this morning, and some of his fans are even coming by here to pay their respects.
I hear that the way they found out where he was at is because he was on Instagram and he posted a picture, and they saw the address some kind of way, and you know, hours later they ended up showing up when it got dark, got later, I think that night, and they just went in there, you know, pretty much in like if they was gonna rob him or whatever, but they ended up killing him. So that was kind of weird.
There should be a lot of times, you know, like even flossing can get you in trouble.
Right.
You know, walking around with too much jewelry and too much this and that. People are looking for a lick, you know,
right,
grimy
right.
people. So I feel like a lot of the rappers and stuff, they don't understand the situation they putting themselves in. Just like several rappers has gotten robbed, you know, with the jewelry and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like doing too much flossing.
Now to another big rapper, you know what I'm saying, it's King Von. He was another rapper that was on his way. You know what I'm saying? He got caught off guard. You know, what you said about that story? That's kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah.
It's like why he didn't have his heat or be expecting anything. It's kind of weird.
And you know, they're jumping this guy, and his back is turned towards the guy's brother. You know, like they're not even paying attention to this guy back here with his gun. They just focus on, you know, beating this dude up. So I feel like, you know, there could have been maybe a couple different things they could have done differently, you know, and maybe there would have been a different outcome. But
like, don't bring hands to a gunfight, because you just never know. Some people don't fight fair.
Deadly of an incident this has been. Now, this all started with an argument between two large groups of people, according to police, outside of a club here on Trinity Avenue. Investigators say that became physical and then guns were drawn. Things escalating quickly from there. Police say the group started shooting at each other despite an APD patrol car parked with its lights on in their line of sight.
Take out a known rapper, because this way it's kind of like they get credit for it or something. Like, you know, you took out a rapper, you the one that took down a legend, you know, or this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much hate, in other words. It's pretty much basically hate. You know what I'm saying? Just hating on the next man. It's just like, we got to change this, y'all.
I mean, you know, they're territorial. You know, this is my turf. This is, you know, I claim this spot, and everybody wants to be on top. But then it's like, why can't we all share a piece of that together? I mean, you know, That's the way I feel about it. You know, if you making money, why can't I make money? Why can't we just make money? But it seems like that's not enough.
Then not even a week later, Mo3 dies. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think King Von got killed that Sunday morning or something like that. Which, you know what I'm saying? Then Mo3 it happened like Wednesday or something like that. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like back to back.
Say the victim, a hip-hop musician named Mo3, was approached by the killer on I-35. Both men stopped their vehicles. The victim got out, took off, started running, but was shot several times on the highway. A bystander inside another vehicle was also hit. Police say that person did not suffer life-threatening injuries. Police are still looking for the shooter.
When it's something like that, they catch a cat on the highway. That means it was a setup. And I'm gonna tell you where the setup probably came from. Probably came from a woman. What you mean, Prime? Well, a lot of this stuff, like the robberies and all that, that's guys trusting the wrong broad, man, the wrong woman, and that's probably most likely, I'm about 95% sure that's where it came from. I ain't in it, don't want to be in it, out of it, but I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it because this is another young man with kids that's gone. But now we gonna wave the Black Lives Matter banner. I don't see it waving nowhere right now. Where is it? Well, Prime, they ain't got nothing to do with it. Yes, yeah. We black folks. See, when it's racial injustice, we want to wave it. But when it's us, we don't want nothing to do with it. Y'all, talk to me, man. Talk to me. Like I don't get it.
But it's like, it's cool to be disrespectful now. It's like back from our you know, the way we were raised, it's like, yes ma'am, no ma'am. That was like what you were supposed to say to your elders. You know, you were supposed to treat your elders with respect. Now, you know, it's like, oh, cause an old person out, you know, beat up an old person. Like, you know, like now it's like, it's no respect, no boundaries, no limitations. It's just, you know, the more disrespectful you are, the better, you know, and that's the way they look at it, and they put a lot of this stuff in the songs, you know. And I feel like it has to come a point in time where us as black people, we have to say, okay, we gotta try to fix this problem. We gotta try to stop having these rappers be promoted that's saying so many violent music. Why can't we promote rappers that's singing rapping more of a positive message? Right. You know, like a lot of rappers that rap positive messages, they don't get a lot of airplay. They don't want to play that. Because they don't want to play that. They want to poison the communities. And then, like, the black people are letting them. Like,
of course I know motherfuckers want to kill me. I'm a very disrespectful person. I know what I did in my lifetime. But I ain't going to go nowhere I ain't want it. Because I ain't going to play with my life. Because my life mean a lot.
But first, we begin this hour 18 with several breaking stories, including gunfire steps from the Mag Mile on Oak Street.
We know 3 people have been shot.
The man and woman were seriously injured in this shooting, but their friend, a rising Chicago rapper, did not survive.
I love Chris Rich. Heard like a machine gun going off.
Howard Gordon happened to be standing outside his convenience store. His store surveillance captured the horrific sounds.
I knew for sure this was gunshots.
It was real crazy that would happen right here in this area, out of nowhere.
I mean, in Chicago on Father's Day, there was over 100 people shot. I mean, like, seriously, like, come on. Like, if we had the amount of black people that we have in prison out here in the free world, being doctors, being lawyers, being police officers, being congressmen, and different things like that, this whole United States would be a totally different place. It would be a totally different place. It would be predominantly owned by black people, but black people keep falling into the trap. They keep falling into the trap of hustling. If you ain't disrespectful, you ain't cool. If you ain't selling drugs, you ain't real. If you ain't, you know, everything that they want to feed you is negative.
Beautiful day. It's been a beautiful week in Houston, but a lot of sad shit going on, man. R.I.P. King Von, that youngster. I don't know him, but I did meet him. That's sad news to hear another young black rapper has been, you know, shot. We gotta stop this. We gotta figure this out, man. We gotta get up off of this. We gotta get back to being players. We gotta stop glorifying the gangster life. We gotta stop glorifying the gangster life so much, because we already got too many enemies. We already fighting everybody else. So us fighting each other is like, it don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense right now. We ain't got no room for that.
I changed my life and I left those same friends behind because they didn't want to do right. They wasn't on the same page I was on. So God said, you got to cut people off. You got to do the right thing.
Realize that the music industry co-opted hip hop and turned it into rap music, which is all about promoting violence, cursing all the time, degrading women, creating illusions, thinking like you're the tough guy until something happens. You get caught slipping, deep divers. So realize that hip hop is pure. Rap music has been contaminated. And I want to give a message, a warning to all of you young artists. The music industry, realize what Dr. Dre said. It's a music business and you are replaceable. You see, anytime an artist passes away, they're going to find a new one to program the youth. All of this is done by design to keep you at a low frequency, to keep you at a low vibration. You see, how come they don't push the music that can help your soul? How come they don't push the music that preaches one love? How come they don't push the music that teaches unity? Because they don't want to see you ascend. They don't want to see you evolve. You see, the music industry, like Prince said, he had the tattoo on his cheek called slave. You see, most people, most artists, once you sign that contract, you're selling your soul to the devil. I repeat, once you sign that contract in the music industry, you are signing your soul away. They own it. They control it. More so, when you pass away, deep divers, truth be told, they can make more money off you when you're dead than when you're alive.
And the music and all this stuff has been for us to be against each other, and we fell for it.
I speak shit into existence. That shit is so real. Like, and that's the same thing with that rap shit. Like, don't speak negative in your shit. Don't speak. Let's talk about it. Let's go through the people. Let's talk about Tupac. All he talked about was dying. Just whole fucking rap career. Pac talked about dying and he died. Biggie shit was ready to die. He died. You know. Don't speak that shit into existence, bro. Speak positive shit into existence. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is real. If you speak negative, negative will come. You know what I'm saying? So just think about that when you moving around and making music or whatever you do. Speak positive shit. If you go back in my music, I can point out numerous times where I said, next year I'll be riding a Bentley next summer, and got that Bentley. Next year I'll be doing this, and I did that. It's because I spoke positive things into existence for myself, and I purposely do that every year. Every time I do something, I try to purposely speak positive, you know what I'm saying, shit and stuff I want, and it happens over and over and over again. Like, I know this shit weird, like motherfuckers, you know, a lot of motherfuckers don't even believe in God. This shit is real. This shit is real, bro. Like, you speaking shit into existence is real on both ends. You know, whether it's negative or it's positive. So make sure, you know, you speak positive light into your life. Like,
just trying to live up to this expectation of their lyrics. Then the same thing about trying to be hard. You know, they got a lot of them showing guns, this and that. So if somebody think, oh, well, he got a gun, he this and this, well, I'm gonna have to get him before he gets me.
Right.
You know, and then I think the third thing I think is people hanging out in bad spots. Like, you gotta leave the hood. You gotta leave the hood. Like, you can't go back.
Can't go back
to the hood. And if you gonna go back to the hood, you need a bunch of security. You need to be deep. I'm talking about 50, 60 deep. I'm deep with people that you trust. If you can't be like that, then you shouldn't go back.
The music industry pushes for black on black crime. The music industry pushes for you to fill up the prisons. That's what it's about. They want this to happen. They want us to fill the prisons up. They want us to kill each other.
He told us that since our employees had become silent investors in this prison business, it was now in their interest to make sure that these prisons remain filled. Our job would be to help make this happen by making music which promote criminal behavior, rap being the music of choice.
What do you miss the most about him?
Everything.
Is there something in particular, though, or?
Yeah, everything.
Favorite memory of him?
My favorite memory of G.
Could be a variety of memories, but is there one you could share with us today?
I got so many memories of me and G. I can't say I have a favorite. I miss everything. I miss the good and the bad. I can't put out a particular memory because I miss the good and the bad. Like I take them back right now. I don't give a fuck. We used to argue. We would argue every second, and we didn't even like each other. I want them back, and I'll never get that. I'll never get that back. So I feel like everybody should be giving my pain.
I don't know no shooters out here who ballin'. I don't know no shooters who walk around this bitch like bosses. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you could be the boss, you could be the shooter, you could be who you want to be in life, but just know your future. You know what I'm saying? Just know your future. That's what you need to realize. Just be conscious of your future. Study, look in your neighborhood. Let's just worry about your neighborhood. Keep it local. How many shooters do I know in the hood who 50 years old, who lived a good life or anything, who ain't been locked up doing all this? How many gangsters you know, real gangsters who did all this gangster shit, didn't go to jail, ain't have to do 10 years, lose it all, ain't have to go through all that? Like, come on, you don't know none. You don't know none probably. You feel me? Think about that. So, and think about, that's your mind frame. Is you trying to stay down or is you trying to come up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is you trying to do? You know, that's what you need to realize, man, because it's really slave mentality, the dumb shit we do. It's kind of like goofy. It's emotional. It's a lot of emotional shit. Niggas and their feelings like girls. And then, you know, they can't control their feelings and, you know what I'm saying, putting their future on the line for nothing. It's a lot of that, man, going on. And a lot of niggas getting locked up and a lot of niggas getting shot and dying for nothing, for no money. How much money was made during all this shit? Like, if you ain't shooting no nigga behind him fucking over you and robbing you for your last, it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? If you got some feeling shit going on and you ready to shoot a nigga over some feeling shit, you emotional. And that ain't gonna get you too far, kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, and I'm just waking you up. Don't fuck Slim Thug. Look at your neighborhood and you tell me where you from, you know what's going on. These is all broke people activities. Shooting up niggas is broke people activities. I ain't trying to shoot no nigga. I'm trying to get a bankroll, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about no nigga, man. Like, that's kind of gay to me to be worried about another nigga who I don't even know like that. Like, what am I worried about another nigga for? He ain't got nothing to do with my goals. Fuck that nigga. Only way a nigga gonna get, if he come fuck with my family, that's the only things you know, if a motherfucker come fuck with your family, rob you at your house or rob you, period. You know, I understand that. These are things I will understand. Like, you know, this when you a gun battle is understandable. But to just dry shoot a nigga over some beef and you don't know this nigga, or you got kids, niggas be leaving families behind, leaving their whole children behind, you know, playing street games for nothing, for no money. Broke people games is riding around with choppers all day looking for beef. Cause you ain't got no money to make, so you mad and you want to shoot a nigga. Look, we ain't got time for none of that, man. Get you some money, bro. Like, focus on getting you some money. Cause that shit is all setbacks, man. All this street shit is setbacks. And I want y'all to understand, I'm 40 now, you know, I done seen everything. Like, I done watched my homeboys do this. I done seen a lot of personal stories. Now, hopefully, I can get some of them to step up and tell their story, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got some real homeboys that was living that life, and I done seen where it got them, and that's why I'm wasting my time telling y'all this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I done sat there and watched this shit happen over and over again, and I was telling, and that's why I'm so against it, because this was my real homeboys. Like, I got a homeboy who paralyzed from the neck down, you know, and just stuck in the house, man, like, because it was street shit, too much gangster shit going on back then. Like, you know, I got homeboys that's in and out of jail, was in and out of jail our whole life, you know what I'm saying? Like, for what though? And, you know, and it's all to start back at scratch. It's all to start back from the bottom when it's all over. you hit your lick, you do whatever, you got to go to jail, you come home, you got to start back from the bottom. Like, you ain't gonna never come up like that, bro. Never come up like that. You know what I'm saying? So
you know what I'm saying? Like most black men and women don't even call each other men and women. The Negro, a black dude is a Negro, a girl's a thought, HO, this and that.
Right.
You know, we insult each other, and we're the only race of people that do that. We got other females, races of females, calling themselves bees. Oh, I'm a bad bee. I'm a bad this and that. And you think about it, you calling yourself a female dog, and you proud of it. You proud of calling yourself an animal, socializing, and we're the only race of people that insult our race of people and look at it like it's cool. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. You got women referring to themselves as bees. Like, seriously. Like, referring to themselves as dogs. You got Negroes referring to themselves, oh, I'm a dog, I'm a this. They proud of these negative stereotypes.
What are you going to do to try to be there for your family? You know what I'm saying? Because once you choose that type of life, you got to remember, you're being selfish. Because you're about to die and you're about to go to jail. You're going to take time away from your kids. You're going to take the time away from your wife. Some other man going to get her. Like, it makes no sense. Y'all rather waste all that, waste your life and put your mama through pain, your family, and everything else just because you being selfish. You want to be wild and in the streets. Because it's cool to you.
So jealous they'll kill somebody. They'd rather see you dead than have more than them. And that's a lot of people's mentality. So that's why it's best when you get your money, you get your success, duck off. You know, be with just a few close family that you know, maybe a one or two friends, but don't keep your circle big. You know, some of them hang with too many people. And then, you just got to be careful because you don't know who you can trust and who you can't.
Yeah, and if you're going to be in a lifestyle, keep a strap on you.